You know what's crazy? Loner in Another World may actually be one of the only few animes to get the isekai genre actually correct. Like put it in a situation where the main character isn't like the best overpowered character out there in the world. He doesn't have like a max overpowered out of nowhere um, ability or skill or anything like that. His entire ability is straight up the luck skill. Like that's amazing. Like he has these dice, throws them out. He's able to go ahead and determine on exactly whatever his stats are and everything, and he has max luck. Like, what's the best? What better type of a skill do you need when it comes down to this series? It's actually a really great series. I mean, personally enjoyed it myself. I've been enjoying it, detailing exactly how it's structured and how the characters connect to each other. It's basically like a high school, like if the entire high school itself was transported to become an actual isekai. So because it goes over the jocks, the nerds, the delinquents, the gals, the even the main character himself is just a loner. And I think I want to see exactly how far they're gonna go with that type of premise. The premise of, hey, I just want to be left alone. I just want to be by myself doing what I want to do without having to be bothered or interfered when it comes down to everyday situations. Like, think about it. He ended up being transported into this world, spent his own personal time sitting here developing and understanding the world and how it functions. And now that everybody else is starting to slowly be folded into the fray, now he's constantly conflicted on whether or not he's going to end up helping them, end up leading them by themselves, letting them do whatever they want. Because, I mean, think about it. This entire episode of episode 2 of Loner in Another World starts off with main character finding out that the delinquents have actually transported over to the other world along with him. They're still trying to figure out exactly how the world functions and the how they are supposed to be surviving in this type of environment. This episode right here is called Reunion. He ends up reconnecting with all the other people over here in the jocks and stuff. Lo and behold, they want to start their own little harem or whatever like that. When it comes down to the being in the world, you don't really exactly have as many rules as you would normally in a normal world. It's kind of creepy that 15 and 16 year olds are talking about taking advantage of other girls in their school, but hey, they are boys after all. So, I mean, I can't really connect with it, but I can understand where that type of ideology might come from being a child at heart. But yeah, so we start to be slowly introduced to the nerds. The nerds actually end up connecting with the main character. He ends up showing them his bachelor pad. He uses earth magic in order to reformalize the entire little section into his own personal home or apartment, whichever one you end up wanting to call it. But yeah, they start to explain to him exactly how they ended up getting there. Turns out that they all collectively got there together. After they selected their skills, weapons, and everything like that, they were just dropped off in the middle of a field. Some people started freaking out, arguably so, because I mean, they just did get transported into a random ass world that they know nothing about. Um, yeah, like I figured that if I was like 15, 16, transported into a world where I didn't know who the hell or what the hell's going on, I would be freaking out as well. So I can understand that. The nerds automatically acclimate to the world, figure out that, hey, well, we play video games our entire life. So I can specifically do whatever I need to do inside this world. I mean, there's not any type of issue for the nerds because they understand how this world functions. The popular girls start to help everybody organize everything, set up camp. I have no idea where they got these tents from, by the way. Maybe it's a situation where the tent just magically pops up inside their inventory or something. But yeah, the nerds automatically understand what's going on. They overhear the jocks talking about taking advantage of the girls, beating everybody up, stealing everybody's money, stuff like that. But the nerds aren't gonna have any of that shit. So their first thought process is to say, okay, well, we'll just do this. We'll just tell everybody exactly what's going on. We'll uprise against the jocks and push them out. Well, the delinquents, shall I say? I keep saying the jocks. The delinquents. We'll uprise up against the delinquents, push them out. Then they won't be able to, they basically won't be able to end up doing anything. Lo and behold, the delinquents actually were perfectly fine. They started to fight, get their levels up, learn how to use their weapons and stuff like that. Then they came back to the camp, uh, did did everything they can to just burn everybody's shit. Like they burned all their equipment and tents and stuff. Uh, then out of nowhere, the gals come up. They're like, "Yeah, no, we actually know. We wanted to apologize to them. I mean, they did everything they could to protect us, and we just threw them to the wood, threw the nerds to the woods, like they were nothing after they came and attacked." So I mean, that makes sense. They went ahead and were like, "Oh, they were gonna go ahead and let them do what they got to do. They just want to apologize." But they asked the main character, "Hey, can you teach us how to use our abilities, help us learn how to level up, stuff like that?" And then you start to slowly understand how the hierarchy when it comes down to school, because everybody knows how the hierarchy when it comes down to school works. You have the people who sit by themselves, the goth kids, the nerds, the um, I want to say the educated, but the academic kids or whatever like that. Then of course you have the jocks, the delinquents, stuff like that. I wonder if there are actually goth kids inside this, or will there even be any other classes that were transported along with them? But yeah, I don't know, man. I actually started to really enjoy this anime. It's obviously not gonna be probably one of those big gigantic mainstream animes, isekais that everybody's gonna be like all over or something like that. I mean, there's no Seventh Prince or anything, but it's a really great, well made anime. The animation and art style is actually really really nice. Sound design is amazing. The voice acting is really good, and the story structure is actually really 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 nice. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my videos. If you are, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe down below for more videos just like this one. Make sure you like me, love me, and talk to me down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.